Number 3, A, an identification of any activities of the agency in addition to those granted by statute and of the authority for those activities. Isn't that interesting? What statute gave you the authority, and where is it? Who gave it to you, and how did you get it? I like that. They have to explain that to this committee. And, subsection B, the extent to which those activities are needed. Number 4, an assessment of authority of the agency relating to fees, inspections, enforcement, and penalties. Yeah, I would like to see an assessment of what the Department of Public Safety's authority is in respect to those things. I can guarantee you nowhere does it have anything to do with us. Number 5, whether less restrictive or alternative methods of performing any function that the agency performs could adequately protect or provide service to the public. I can think of a ton of ways that would work. Number 6, the extent to which the jurisdiction of the agency and the programs administered by the agency overlap or duplicate those of other agencies. The extent to which the agency coordinates with those agencies, and the extent to which the programs administered by the agency can be consolidated with the programs of other state agencies. Number 7, the promptness and effectiveness with which the agency addresses complaints concerning entities or other persons affected by the agency, including an assessment of the agency's administrative hearings process. When was the last time you got a DPS administrative hearing of any kind dealing with a traffic matter? I'd say they flunked that section big time. Number 8, an assessment of the agency's rulemaking process and the extent to which the agency has encouraged participation by the public in making its rules and decisions, and the extent to which the public participation has resulted in rules that benefit the public. Everybody out there in Radio Land, raise your hand if you've ever been invited to a DPS hearing or public hearing of any kind regarding how they make their rules and how they enforce those rules and who they do it to. My mailbox has been pretty barren of invitations to such things. Number 8, an assessment of the agency's rulemaking process and the extent to which it is encouraged. Oh, I'm sorry, I just read that one. Never mind. Number 9, the extent to which the agency has complied with A, federal and state laws and applicable rules regarding equality of employment opportunity and the rights and privacy of individuals. I would love to see how these individual agencies write up the reports on how they've protected our rights and property as individuals. B, state law and applicable rules of any state agency regarding purchasing guidelines and programs for historically underutilized businesses. 10, the extent to which the agency issues and enforces rules relating to potential conflicts of interest of its employees. Hey, Randy, DPS, state agency, not allowed to investigate any other state or public official without permission from a higher authority. Number 12, last one. The effect of federal intervention or loss of federal funds if the agency is abolished. Now, number 12 tells me that the state of Texas has violated its duty to the people of Texas by abdicating control of its governmental departments and agencies to federal control for federal bribe money. But those are the criteria of the Sunset Act. Now, according to what this tells me, there should be all kinds of information available to us about these individual agencies. Things that will help us show and prove these agencies are acting outside of their lawful authority and that they are acting outside of their assigned mission. So, everybody out there, Swamp these guys. Department of Public Safety, Freedom of Information Act, Public Information Request, Open Government Request, whatever comes to mind. Get your hands on copies of these reports from these agencies.